All right, next thing we scrap often and a lot of are windows. We work and do job site cleanup sometimes and or work with carpenters and contractors. So windows is something we scrap all the time. If you do it slow and not methodical, you can lose money doing it, right? So windows, screen doors, things like that, they're super simple, right? Especially these ones here, the ones I grabbed. Like they're super simple. It's a screen. It's this rubber plasticky thing. And on the corner it has these plastic grommets. If you throw it in as is, right, this is aluminum breakage. But if I just take the few minutes here, not even like 30 seconds per window maybe, I'll extract about a half a pound of aluminum. Sheet aluminum, we know it's sheet aluminum because it can bend by the touch of the hand, but it is clean. There's no screws, there's no plastic, there's nothing else. So this is a nice clean sheet aluminum so we can fill our bucket. So the key here is figure out how things are made. So windows are pretty simple. They put a screen on, they put this rubber plastic grommet thing. Instead of trying to fight the screen, I've seen guys try to fight the screen, where the screen is like a felt material or it's aluminum. Guys will sit there and fight it. Don't. Figure out how shit's made and take it apart methodically, right? If I use my hammer, that's one thing, I'm just going at it, but this is nice and simple and methodic. Also, when you're hitting aluminum, all you're gonna do is bend up and bang up aluminum, right? So you'll see me working with steel or other harder products. I'll bend them and break them and bust them up. Aluminum is too soft, don't mess with it. So this aluminum here, right? So I pull out the plastic, pull out the non-aluminum, like nice and simple. The key to make money on aluminum windows, things like that, is do a bunch of them at once. So you kind of get the motion down, you break the corners, find a spot, right? You find this and just pull. You can just pull all day. You pull all the way around, the screen will pop out, then you pull the corners off and you go on with your life. Here I won't clean up in between because I'm just making a pile of the same stuff. But what I am doing is going slow and methodical. I'm doing the same exact motion every time. First thing I want to do is pull out this filler material. It's like a rubber plastic composite, right? Now I can lay my screen down, take out my corners. I can either pull them off right on the 90 or I can break them like this and they'll pop off. Either way, I'm just continually moving and I'm constantly just removing things. When you're scrapping, the key is to keep the thing you want kind of in your mind. So in my mind, I want this aluminum. So I'm keeping that in mind and I'm taking everything else away from it as I scrap it. So what that allows me to do is keep my eye on the prize. A lot of times people are going to take shit apart and they don't know what they're going for. Like I know I'm going for this aluminum. So I pull this out and now from there, I can pull the screen. Oh, I didn't take that one, right? And now I'm constantly reaching for that. Like as soon as that's clean, get it off my table. Clean, 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 off my table, right? Pull that, pull that, pull that, off my table. Now, systematically, I can come here, bundle this all up, and scrap it. So that was 4 windows in a minute and a half. Maybe it's 2 pounds, 60 cents a pound, $1.20 over, 30 of those, right? It's $36 an hour I'm making on windows, but I can process them. I got a whole pile there. I'll process them all at once. And what that allows me to do is continually keep my scrap buckets full. You're not always gonna be able to process $100 an hour. Some metals are gonna go faster and slower, right? If I was throwing nothing but motors in at 40, 50 pounds, and it only takes me 3 seconds, it's gonna be, right? It's gonna be more advantageous there. But if you don't develop a process where you're scrapping a lot of things and you only you do a couple finite things, you're missing opportunity. I will always scrap aluminum because although windows might not be the best magical thing, there are other things that are. So just develop really good scrap habits and processes so that over time, over the big picture, you're scrapping lots of pounds, maximizing your weight, and developing the best practices to maximize your dollars per hour.